Hi YouTube, it's like, fucking focus, thank you. I'm gonna sit here. Yeah, it's, what day is it? Friday. I've just seen the funniest video, and I'm sorry if I come across really, like, blunt now, because this is hilarious. US Congress has declared pizza a vegetable. I'm like, what on earth is going on, right? They're like, well, it's got two teaspoons of, like, tomato sauce. Well, you say tomato, we say tomato. Well, you do, where I come from. It's got 2 teaspoons of tomato sauce. There, tomato sauce. I can't say it properly now. Sauce. And that makes it a vegetable. Hold on, I'll be back in a minute. I've just got to check something. Okay, so I was right. Tomato is actually a fruit, right? So, what's the answer there then, right? Because a tomato is actually a fruit, which is botanically a fruit, but it's considered a vegetable for culinary purposes, right? But it is a fucking fruit. Okay? Right? So not that pizza's a vegetable, even though it's a fruit, and because it's got 2 tablespoons of tomato soup, there's probably about 5% tomato, and the rest of it's sugar, basil, and fucking salt and pepper, and some chemical that they've added just to make it monosodium glutamate or something. And probably not even sugar, probably glucose fructose syrup with a touch of aspartame or something thrown in. What on earth, right? You know, comment, no disrespect, because not all of you are the same, so please don't take this personally. From the fattest nation in the world, they come out with a statement like this, and you think to yourself, fuck me, no wonder fucking 50%, it was probably not that much, but a huge portion of your population are obese, and they don't know why. Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on? And I just want to say this much. I don't get the portion size in America. I don't understand how the fucking hell do you eat that much food in one hit? Like, I had to order starters when I went to America, and trust me, I can eat quite a lot, right? But fucking Jesus Christ, it's like hamburger like that sort of stuff. What's that about? It's just like, I can't get over it. How, you know, if you get like, if I went to, like, I'll give you an example of what I'd get, and then what I perceive to think what I'd probably get in America or something if I ordered the same. If I went and ordered a full English, in full English breakfast, okay, you'd get like 2 slices of toast, probably a couple of eggs, a couple of sausages, about 2 rashers of bacon, and we have back bacon, not that streaky fucking shit that you all eat over there. We have back bacon, okay? 2 slices of bacon, small portion of mushrooms, maybe a tomato cut in half, and a portion of beans. Now in America, you'd get the equivalent, it'd be like 4 slices of bread, 4 eggs, 8 rashers of bacon, 4 sausages, 5 hash browns, a fucking whole tub of mushrooms, you know what I mean? And then, you know, because it's so cheap to eat food out there, because I did notice that food in America is shockingly cheap in comparison to what it is in England, or was back then. I went to Florida way about 6-7 years ago. So, price comparison, it's like, you go and get a McDonald's, it's like $1 in it for a fucking burger. Well, it's not that here at all, right? It's just, for a normal hamburger that's a small little piece of, and like that's probably about 90p or a pound, right? But a Big Mac you can get for $1. Right, a Big Mac in England is about nearly £3 on a fork, and if you go to Burger King, it's even worse. Not that I've been in these restaurants for years, so I can't price comparison now, but things are so cheap in comparison to eating out is cheap in America, and you get a huge amount of food. And that's what people do, because it's cheaper. And they're eating food that's so chemically induced and full of shit that you know, their body doesn't respond in the right way. This glucose fructose syrup that's putting everything out there causes diabetes type 1 because the body runs on carbohydrates, right, and sugars, and it changes things into different sugars and starches and whatever else it needs. But sugar is very important, right? It helps with brain function and lots of other things. But it's important that the sugars are sugars and not something that Dr. Frankenstein made in a lab and tastes like sugar, because then the body goes, what the fuck's this? The immune system kicks in and tries to kill off this fucking chemical mess you've got sitting in your stomach, and it creates problems like glucose fructose syrup ups your insulin levels or something. We automatically create insulin to balance our sugar if we eat too much of it, etc, etc. But if you eat this glucose fructose syrup, it has such a fucking drastic effect on your sugar levels or something that in the end your body kind of doesn't know what the fuck is coming or going. So, you know, you have to start like taking tablets, where in actual fact you don't. You just have to stop eating the shit food and start actually eating food and not something that's, you know, been made up in a lab one day. But it just fucking killed me, because I'm like, how the fuck is pizza a vegetable? What is that about? Seriously to God, man, right? To my American subscribers, right, what is going on in your country with that pizza thing? What's that pizza thing all about? Wasn't it Jamie Oliver or something that was supposed to go over and try and sort out America's kids' dinners at school or something because kids were getting fat or something? And because he done it in England quite successfully. Got people eating decent food and like certain things in the schools and portion size and all that. He got well into it. It was quite a good show. But in America it didn't really sit, did it, you know? How can a plate of cheese be a dinner? You know, this soggy cheese with like a bit of bread. It's just, what is that? Oh, hey, I tell you what, have a large amount of fat. There's 400% of the fat that you need for today. No other fucking minerals, preservatives, vitamins or anything else that you need. Just some fat. You know, McDonald's put that much preservatives in their food that your body actually never breaks it down. That's why you get fat. You've got McDonald's sitting on the side of your fucking leg. And the only way you're going to get rid of that is if then you exercise above what your intake is. But that's what McDonald's is, bad food. McDonald's would just, you know, the people who eat McDonald's every day wouldn't be as large as they were if they just didn't eat McDonald's every day and ate something else. Just replace the McDonald's. Replace, or don't eat takeaway. You know, if you're going to do takeaway, do it once a month. Whole family thing, once a month. You either have Chinese, Indian, fucking Big Mac if you want that. That's up to you. KFC, whatever, pizza. Once a month, have fucking takeaway. Or once a month, go to a restaurant. But that's it, right? The rest of the fucking week, you cook. Yeah, not this microwave shit. Throw the microwave. Actually, don't throw your microwave out. I am quite pissed off because I now need a Faraday cage, right? Because I need a microwave that's big enough for that Mac to go in and my cameras. I don't care if it doesn't work. I'm going to cut the plug off. I'll find one at the tip. It's got a Faraday cage in it. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, well, actually, I won't cut the plug off. I'll probably plug it in because then it'll be earthed. But as long as I don't turn it on while the Mac's in there, that could be interesting. But yeah, no. People, oh, fuck knows where I got to on that last conversation. The phone rang, I spoke to my girlfriend for 10 minutes, I've made myself a cup of Yorkshire tea and got myself a portion of the lasagna that I have left, that I made the other day. And because I made it a big tray, I've had to eat lasagna for about 3 days in a row. Like dinner, tea, with a bit of broccoli or something. Now, I just want to show you a portion of lasagna that I'm just about to eat, with nothing else, because of the size of it. Now, in America, you'd probably get more than this, plus potatoes and something else. But yeah, here's a bowl, and that's how much lasagna's in the bowl. Just yeah. If I put my hand next to it, yeah, that is too big a portion for anyone to eat. You'd take that off and probably have about that much. Yeah, now that's a normal sized portion. You might have some broccoli with it, but I happen to do a job which allows me to eat 3,500 calories a day and still not put on weight. Thank you, my government, you know, for me. I'm actually a donkey, employed as a donkey right now, for the royal family. I'm gonna go now because this has been like hours. Peace, love and light. Oh, I'm on holiday next week. I'm a bit busy over the weekend, but then I'm gonna start finishing my track with other people helping as well, and we'll be posting some things next week because I say if I'm on holiday I'll have time to do things. And then, oh, the contrast has just changed. That's really strange. Only because I put it on autofocus because it just won't focus for some reason. It was just like all over the place because it's quite dark. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now.